Hi, this is a quick video to demonstrate the Aquila Red strings on my new ukulele, which is this beautiful Kamaka tenor. I also have a Kamaka concert, and this concert is already strung up with the red strings. Well, let's take a closer look. Here you can see the strings are in fact red. The reason the strings are red, according to the literature, is that they have copper in them, and the lower strings, such as the C string and the E string, have more copper than the other strings, which allows them to be denser and therefore of a thinner gauge than the G string and the A string. So the strings are more uniform in size. They're not exactly the same, but they're much closer than with other kinds of nylon strings. And the idea there is that then with a given strum, you have a certain amount of energy that's going from your hand into all the strings equally. Each string is getting approximately the same amount of energy. So if the string is thicker, it's not going to vibrate as readily as the thinner string. Sure, a denser string is going to take more energy to vibrate, but somehow in the bigger scheme of things, the idea is that these strings have a more even volume. What I want to do is take my new tenor and to put some red strings on it. And this has a very nice set of factory strings that came with it. And it sounds great. It sounds fantastic. So what I'll do is I'll play a little bit on this, and then I'll switch the strings out and then play the same thing again and see if you can hear the difference. Now the difference, generally speaking, is, listen to that. Of course these ukuleles are not the same, they're not comparable, but I think you can hear that on the concert it's brighter, and I find that's true of these strings. They're much brighter, and I like that. Not always, it's not to everybody's taste, but at the moment I'm kind of digging that brighter sound. So not to compare too much with the concert. Let's do something with the new tenor. Okay, that is with the factory strings, which are these black nylon strings that came with the Kamaka. Alright, I've got one string on so far, just the G string on the top here. But I think you can hear that the red string on top here has a brighter sound. I use my nail. I'm slipping out of tune already. But you can hear, I think you can hear the difference. All right, now I've strung up the second string. Actually, it's the third string from the bottom. The third string is the C string, second from the top. Not as bright as the G string. Not quite in tune, but I think you can hear the difference. It's a little more subtle, but the overall effect is going to be more equal volume from each string. By the way, I've seen a few complaints by people who have broken their Aquila Red strings when they first string up the instrument. I have not had that problem. This is the second one I've done. I just did my 6th string. I haven't had a problem yet. You have to follow the instructions carefully that came with the string. There's a couple of pointers there, and make sure you stretch the strings carefully. So far, so good. All right, now I've got them all strung up, and I've got it tuned. It's still slipping out of tune. It's going to do that for probably a few days, but that's using my pad of my thumb, not my nail. Here's the nail. It's got a nice long ring. It's bright. By the way, when I said that these strings have copper in them, I don't mean that they have a wire inside. I mean that the nylon or whatever the plastic is has copper particles, I think, is how they do it. You know, mixed into the plastic to make it denser. The strings are a little bit, you can hear that, not rough, but they have a matted sort of texture instead of slippery and smooth. Eventually the fingers will wear that down. You can sand it. I don't mind it too much. It's a little noisy for recording, but it doesn't take too long, a week or two, and it kind of works its way down. A couple of things I noticed right off the bat, since I just played it a little while ago with the nylon strings. It seems a little louder now. It's definitely brighter. Definitely the strings have this kind of fuzzy texture that needs to be smoothed out. I'm hearing a tiny bit of buzz. Same as the other strings. It'll probably work its way out. The strings are going to have to stretch, etc. But I love them. To me, when I put these Aquila Red strings on, and I get nothing for saying this, I wish. Although when I bought the uke, the store did throw in the strings for me, so that was nice of them. But anyway, it just comes alive. To me, it just wakes it up, and so I am a fan. I've had these on my concert for a couple of months now with no problems, and so that's boding very well. Thanks for watching. And my final chord, which stinks. Thank you.